We are recording, Tom, and my name is Matt, and I'm a representative from Ivy Bridge Group, and I am interviewing this student on March 6th, 2015. And can you please tell us your Chinese name
Yeah, my Chinese name is Junyi.
and then your American name?
My American name is Tom Lin.
Okay, and your current grade and the grade that you want to apply for are?
I'm right now in the ninth grade, and I'm looking forward to apply for the ninth grade as well.
Okay. And how about your date of birth? When were you born?
I'm born October 17th, 1999.
Oh, okay. And Tom, can you tell me have you taken any exams like the SLEP test or TOEFL or the SSAT?
I've taken the SSAT and the TOEFL.
Oh, okay. Do you remember? And it's okay if you don't, but do you remember your scores?
Yeah, for TOEFL I had 95, and for SSAT I had 1,962.
Okay, 1,962. And you don't happen to know what your GPA is right now, do you?
Nah, I'm not sure about that.
No. Okay, that's all right. Not a big deal. Okay, so Tom, welcome to the interview. So
Yay.
I'm gonna start us off with some easy questions for you. Can you tell me what some of your favorite extracurricular activities are?
Well, I like to participate in school when the sport when it's an extracurricular activity. I enjoy playing football, baseball, and basketball. And also, I've joined the dissection club because I think dissection would be interesting, and I really want to know things about it.
Wow, the dissection. You have a dissection club?
Yeah.
That's amazing. What do you dissect?
Well, we've dissected a frog, a fish, and that's all we've got so far.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool. But it's funny that you mention all those sports and then you mentioned dissection because I didn't know dissection was a sport. That that
Not that.
that was a joke. That was a joke. But you mentioned you like football. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So do you guys have a football team or do you just kind of watch football out there or?
Oh, by football, I meant soccer. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, you have angered me as an American. So what's your? Do you guys play a lot of soccer out there?
Yeah, it's the soccer season right now. We do a lot of soccer games.
Do you watch international soccer then?
Yeah, sometimes
You got to.
when it's Barcelona play.
Oh, so you like Barcelona?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Is that something you really want to do, like after college or anything, or is it just for fun?
Well, I think I would just do it as a pastime activity.
Ah, okay, okay. How about for school? Can you tell me what one of your favorite subjects for school is?
Well, one of my favorite subjects is geography. I very enjoy doing geography because I think it's very interesting. All the things taught on lessons. I think it can be helpful in the future, and also partly is because I like to watch National Geographic. I don't know what's the link
No, that's right, National Geographic. Yeah, that's a really popular TV show,
between.
actually here in the U.S. But that's what you like. But what don't you like at school? What's your least favorite subject?
Well, I wouldn't say least favorite, but the subject I'm not good at would be biology. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I sometimes find the key terms confusing, and but like I'm getting to it right now.
Oh, okay. And what do you want to study over here in the U.S.?
Well, I would like to study drama and continue geography and history and perhaps biology as well.
Oh, so drama. Actually, that's pretty cool. What interests you about drama?
Uh, Drama allows me to use my creativity to do what I want with it. There's no like boundaries or rules that you need to follow. You can do things that have never been seen before. And there's no right or wrong in drama. I think that's very interesting.
So is that like, are you interested in making film or doing theater or TV or?
Yeah, we're right now here we're doing just theaters, but if there's chances, I would like to make a I don't know short film of myself.
Oh, that's actually cool. Do you think you'd want to go to something like film school when you go to university or college or?
Well, I'm not really sure now, but that is my considered option.
That's cool. Actually, I went to film school in New York City.
Oh, was it good?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. Probably the best experience for me was just being in New York City. Like that's a really amazing experience.
The Big Apple.
Yeah, yeah, right, right. And so I know you're interested in the East Coast. Is that correct?
Yes.
Was there any particular reason? Was it because of the closeness of New York or any other reason?
Well, New York is one of the factors because it's one big part of America. It's, it's and also because I think lots of people go to places like California, and I think there will be lots of people of my kind there. So I'd go somewhere with like, other people to try new things.
Yeah, actually, I think that's a really smart thing. You're kind of right. There's a lot of people from China here in California, and um, you'll probably find less people from China on the East Coast than the West. Have you visited America at all?
Yeah, I've been to it quite a few times.
Oh, really? Why were you here so much?
Well, the first time I was visiting relatives that lived there,
Okay.
and I went to quite a few cities. And
Where where are the relatives at, and what cities did you visit?
well, I wasn't sure about the city, but one of them were in um, Atlanta,
Oh, okay.
and then there was another one at oh, what was the state called? The state next to New York, the
Connecticut, Pennsylvania,
wait,
New Hampshire, Vermont.
I can't remember right now. I was very young at that time.
Oh, okay. No, that's all right. It's not a big deal. Well, that's cool, actually. When's the last time you went to America? Was it a long time ago or was it recently?
It was 2 years ago.
Oh, so that's very recent.
Yeah.
What are some of your memories of that?
Well, I was there for a cruise trip around the what do you call the ocean? The Caribbean Sea.
Cool.
Yeah, and we were at Houston,
Mm-hmm.
the rocket place, and
Oh, the Space Center, right?
yeah,
Is that what you mean?
yeah, NASA.
Yeah, right. Actually, that's pretty cool. Um, okay, well let's shift gears here a little bit and let's try some questions that are a little bit more challenging. Um,
Yeah.
so let me see here. What is something, and now this is kind of an odd question, but what is something that you find challenging in your daily life?
Well, something I find challenging would be try to have everything like organized because I do plan things, but I often all the time forget I miss out things like little things.
Yeah.
So I've tried to organize them. So I think I still need to work on my organization skill, and that would be one of the challenges.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes I'm pretty disorganized myself. So how do you plan on making yourself more organized?
Well, I could make plans and lists of what I need to do and what I would be doing for the day. So I think that can keep me organized.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay. And so then, can you tell me? Let's fast forward here a little bit. Let's imagine Tom in college. Where do you want to go to college, and what do you want to study?
Well, I'm not sure about the location yet, but
Mm-hmm.
because I don't really have a lot of knowledge of college right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for the subject in college, I would want to study psychology and drama.
Oh, good. That's actually, I think, a really good combination. Do you think it's a good combination?
I think it's a very interesting combination of those two.
Why do you think it's so interesting then?
Well, because drama has always been one of my most interesting subjects, so I really want to continue it. And from what I've heard from my drama teacher, it could be very interesting. We will do shows around and things like that. And also for psychology, I think partly the reason will be because I've watched too much TV. But also I think psychology could be very interesting. I want to know what's in people's mind,
Yeah.
how the brains work and things like that.
I think they go really close together because if you want to do
Yeah.
drama, you kind of have to know about people's minds.
Yeah.
So what do you let's fast forward again. So let's see what does Tom want to do when he finishes university? What sort of job do you want to work?
Well, I'm not sure about what job I want to do right now, but I think I would try to avoid the office kind, trying to sort out files and things like that. I want to go for something more creative that could be using my knowledge and things to help.
That's actually I like that. I like that a lot. Like I think there are too many people working in offices, and I think it's really good to use your creativity.
Yeah.
Is there a way that you're using your creativity these days? Like what sort of things do you do? Do you participate in theater or do you write or anything like that?
Yeah, right now, in our drama group, we're doing this device play right now, and we're creating it ourselves.
That's cool. What do you mean by creating ourselves?
Well, the teacher never gave us any instructions. She just told us to do whatever we feel like to do.
Oh, okay. What's your idea then? What's your plan for that?
Well, our theme of the theater, the play is about betrayal, and apparently I'm the villain inside.
You're the villain in the performance?
Yeah.
That's cool. So what does the villain got to do, or how do you find the villain inside of you?
Well, this villain is a psychopath, and I'm not sure how he finds himself right now because our play isn't that mature yet. But he will his other side of himself will be discovered by his friend as the time grows.
Huh? That's actually wow. That's I can't believe you're only in ninth grade. That's a little deep for ninth grade, don't you think, Tom?
Yeah, so it covers the part where I said I watched too much TV.
That's good though. You know what, Tom? I watched too much TV when I was a kid, and I am very successful right now. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Um, well, you know what? Let me ask you a totally random question. I want you to tell me something surprising about yourself.
So okay, something surprising.
Shock me, surprise me.
Well, you got me.
What's
Surprise.
something that so looking at you, when people look at you, what would surprise them if you told them something about yourself? Are you
What would surprise them?
Yeah.
This one's hard. Um, I'm not sure what kind of surprise they're looking for. So
That's okay.
yeah, maybe Uh, I don't know. Telling them about. I'm not sure about this one.
Okay, that's all right, Tom. You can just say pass, and we will come back to it maybe later. If you think of something, just feel free to stop the interview right there, jump up, and tell me your answer.
Okay.
Okay. So how about let's do something a little bit, probably a little bit more of a normal question here. But what do you think is one of your personal strengths?
Well, one of my personal strengths is my optimistic um, characteristic, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think being optimistic about things is what gets you through them. You can't just panic when the problem comes, and I think by having that quality, I can achieve some incredible things.
Yeah, I totally agree. And actually, it's funny. I talked to a lot of students, and to be honest, you seem very calm and okay with this interview, which is good. It's impressive.
Yes.
Um, so let me ask you then, what has made you so confident? Who do you think is someone in your life that's really influenced you, maybe helped you be confident in yourself?
Well, I think it'd be my third grade tutor then,
Mm-hmm.
because back then I wasn't in a national school like I am now. I was in this Chinese school.
Oh, okay.
Uh, it's a local school, and local Chinese school normally don't have that much about presentation skills and building up confidence and things like that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But our third grade tutor, she encouraged us to do a weekly presentation about anything we wanted. And at the beginning, I was nervous about it, but I realized there was nothing to panic about, and
Yeah.
I kept trying, and I put like a few jokes in my presentation, and
Mm-hmm.
things got better and better.
That's cool. Do you think you're pretty calm when you talk to large groups of people?
Well, yeah, I think I could control the situation.
That's really good. That's a good attitude, and I think that's rare because most people kind of panic. But I think you're right. Like I was a teacher for about 15 years, and the first year that I was teaching, I was very nervous because I had 30 or 40 students. But with time, you kind of learn how to sort of have confidence in yourself, and when you're
Yeah,
nervous, you kind of fake it too. You kind of fake
yeah,
the confidence. And that's part of probably part of being an actor and being into drama and things like that. I think that's probably where that comes from.
yes. This drama needs a lot of improvisation.
Yes, absolutely. Do you think that you're good at improvising?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm the best, but like in our last showcase, we had a problem with the lighting, so we had to improvise that wait until the end.
Whoa! Through like the whole presentation, you mean?
Not for the scene.
Oh, okay.
So the lighting man didn't get his cue.
Whoa! So you were just kind of making it up?
Yeah, we had to come back to the queue over and over again.
How did you feel? Were you kind of scared, or were you nervous, or you were
Well, we
okay?
were scared and we panicked for a second, but then yeah, I mean, you can't really just deal with it. So then we continued our like script, and we were totally going off script. It was uh, a disaster.
Was it a disaster, or did people like it? I mean, sometimes when you go way off script, it can get really funny or really exciting. But you thought it was a
Yeah, it got
disaster?
funny, but it was supposed to build up the intensity of the scene.
Oh, so maybe it was a disaster. That's all right.
Yeah.
All geniuses go through disasters, right? Well, tell me this then. What do you think when you get over here to the U.S.? What are you going to contribute to your school? What do you think you're gonna bring to the school?
Well, I think for me, I can bring positive energy. As I
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm an optimistic person,
Mm-hmm.
so the So nothing sad is going to be brought, that's for sure. And I think I would be contributing in different competitions.
Oh, okay.
Against anything. Because I would love to join debate teams and things like that.
Oh man, debate teams, that is pretty dramatic actually. And you need to know people's like psychology to really be successful at that.
Yeah, you need to think ahead of them.
Yeah, right. That's so true. You do have to think ahead. Okay, well, let me ask you something. If up until this point, okay, now this is a very deep, complex question, but up until this point, can you think of like maybe something that was a mistake that you made in high school, or in, I should say, in your school years, and how would you handle it differently? Can you think of anything?
Well, a mistake I've made
Yeah.
is, well, I think a mistake that I made is I haven't participated in things I really wanted to.
Oh.
Yeah, because um, for the first 2 years, like the previous 2 years,
Yeah.
I wanted to join the basketball team and play games in the team and things like that.
Yeah.
I never got to achieve it because when it comes to the tryout, I keep forgetting to bring my PE kit and I keep missing things. So
That goes with the organization, right?
yeah,
Yeah. That's normal. I wouldn't worry too much about it. But okay. Well, you know what, Tom? Let's move on to the second part of the interview. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you an excerpt from some reading material, okay?
okay,
And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to read this material out loud, and then at the end, I'm going to ask you one or two questions about this material. Does that kind of make sense?
yeah, no problem.
Okay, so let me send this through for you,
Yeah,
and you should be able to see it.
yeah, I'm seeing it.
Can you see it? So can you start at the top there where it says Jack London's story, and can you please read through to the end?
Okay. So, Jack London's story, Call of the Wild, tells of Bucket Buck, a dog stolen from California who was taken to Alaska during the Klondike Gold Rush in the late 1890s. Buck becomes a sled dog, part of a team that transports supplies and people through the harsh winters. It was inevitable that the clash for leadership should come. Buck wanted it. He wanted it because it was his nature, because he had been gripped tight by that nameless, incomprehensible pride of the trail and trace. That pride which holds dogs in the toil to the last gasp, which lures them to die joyfully in the harness, and breaks their heart if they are cut out of the harness. This was the pride of Dave as wheel dog, of Solette as he pulled with all his strength, the pride that laid hold of them at break of camp, transforming them to sore and sullen brutes into straining, eager, ambitious creatures, the pride that spurs them on all day and drops them at pitch of camp at night, letting them fall back in gloomy unrest and discontent. This was the pride that wore up spits and made him thrash at sled dogs who blundered and shirked in the traces, and or hid away the harness tight in mourning. Likewise, it was the pride that made him fear Buck as possible lead dog, and it was Buck's pride too.
All right. So, very simple question. What do you think? What do you think is the main idea of the passage? Can you maybe tell me a little something about what you just read?
Well, I think it's about a group of dogs. They're the sleigh dogs, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then um, the two of them are fighting for the leading dog's position. And the one called Buck, I think, have won the race about the competition.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think that was you did a good job of summarizing. So one dog is Buck, and why why is there this friction between him and the other dog? What is it about?
It's about their pride about having to want the power of being in the leading dog's position.
Ah, and how do you feel? Do you ever feel like you want that power? Do you want to be in the lead when you're working in drama or when you're doing other things like activities?
Well, yeah, of course, sometimes I do because I think being in the lead is what they do. Um, the only way to make you control the whole situation,
Mm-hmm.
and you can do changes about things when you're in the lead. So sometimes in drama, I would want to take lead and to alter a few things in our play and things.
And what do you think? What were some of the reasons for Buck? Can you find some like one or two reasons in the reading passage?
Yeah, just a second.
Sure. No, you need to tell me now.
Yeah.
It's okay. Take a moment.
Um, so your question was why did Buck won the position?
Yeah. Why was it that he wanted to be number one so much?
Well, it was, as I said, the pride that
Mm-hmm.
led them to it, and also it says here that um, it was the pride that um, transforming them from sore and sullen brutes into strange, eager, ambitious creatures. So I think pride is working its thing here.
Yeah. Yeah. You're totally right. I agree. You did good, Tom. You did
Yeah.
good. You're basically that's the end of the interview. I was really actually impressed with your skills. How do you feel you did?
Whoa, I kind of panicked with a surprising question.
Oh, really? About yeah. Did you think of an idea that's maybe that you can add on then about that, or you're still kind of stumped?
Well, I think one thing that would be surprising is I actually continued practicing with instruments in
Oh,
my life until now.
oh, really? We didn't even talk about that. That's interesting. What instruments?
Well, before I played the piano when I was little, but
Yeah.
I dropped it because I didn't think it was very fun.
Oh, okay.
But then I started playing guitar, and I've played it for 3 years now.
So you're still playing it now?
Yeah, I still play it for just as a recreation sometimes.
Oh, okay. So just for fun.
Yeah, I don't take lessons anymore.
Yeah. I think that's kind of important, actually. I think like sometimes, I don't know about you, but like sometimes I do something like because I have to study it and it takes the fun out of it. But when you do it just for fun, sometimes it makes it better, I think.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you play on the guitar?
Well, classic mostly because classics are easier, the chords and things.
When you say classic, do you mean like are we talking about Beethoven or are we talking about classic rock?
No, not classic rock, like the music scores without any singing, I think.
Oh, right. Okay. Did you ever think about any classic rock?
Yeah, I think I've thought about playing um, the guitar while singing as well, but I haven't got the most beautiful voice.
Oh, Tom, don't be so hard on yourself. I'm sure you've got a great singing voice. In fact, my next question is I'd like you to sing a song for me. I'm just
Please don't
kidding.
do this to me.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. Okay. Well, Tom, thanks a lot. I'm going to end the recording right